Namaste, everybody. Thank you for waiting. I kind of fell asleep because I took my medicine to go to sleep. And then I didn't know it was going to work so fast. So I woke up on the couch and I said, I don't think I did my video. So right now I'm trying my darnest to get this Palo Santo to get a hit so I can just clear my air space. Palo Santo. I have this candle lit that has 3 wicks, and then I have this Lady Guadalupe. And I said the prayer earlier today, which was a really nice prayer. It's on the back of the candle. The candle is really hard for me to see it without glasses on. Thought I had a pair of glasses over here. Maybe not. Okay. Let's just get it one more light, and then I will tell you what I need to talk about. Good. Focus on Lady Guadalupe. She is the mother of the roses. The symbol of roses come up for her. Oh, that's a good burn. That is a very good burn. Let me just put it on me. I tried not to burn so much today because Devin's cold was worse and worse. So here is the prayer. And I doubt I will be able to see it. These glasses are very weak. I only have one pair of glasses that's good. I don't know where they are. Okay, let's see if I can. Well, I might be able to do it. I've already done it. Yeah, Virgin Guadalupe Prayer of Roses. They say that if the Virgin Mary of Guadalupe is watching over you, or say you had a mother die, or you had a grandmother die, right? And they're trying to visit you, you'll smell flowers, or you'll smell perfume that smells like a flower. And this happened to me. I was searching for a dress. I was searching for something. My mother had passed away, and I hate to go shopping alone, but I had to learn how to do it. And I went over and I saw this rack of clothes, and I'm looking through them. Nobody else was there. And I'm looking through them, and I find this rack of clothes, and it smells overwhelmingly like roses. And I literally wanted to turn around to see where my mother was, because she liked that smell. I don't necessarily like that smell, but then I found out what it meant. So she was trying to tell me I wasn't alone. Okay, so Merciful Virgin Mary of Guadalupe, show clemency, love, and compassion to those who love you and search for your protection. May sweet fragrance of the roses reach your divine Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, that he may hear our prayers, wipe out the tears, and give us comfort and assistance. Now concentrate on what you desire. Well, I would like, please, dear God, please, Archangel and Lady Guadalupe, Archangel Michael, Lady Guadalupe, Archangel Gabriel, whoever wants to help, whoever can help. But please bring love and protection to these children. who are being killed by their parents or their parents' boyfriends or their parents' wife, step monsters. Okay, so that candle went out. I just want to light it again, even though it's been lit for hours. Let me just light it one more time, guys, and then we'll get started. This is a very chill. Excuse me. I had salsa, so therefore you got a burp. Yeah, I think it's drowning. That's what I think the problem is, that it's drowning. So I have to empty it out to this other one. There's always little things to do here. Now let's try it again. There's a reason I want this candle to light. Okay, this one's doing good. Okay. Get my book. Get a sip of salsa. I spilled it. So I should be in bed. I don't know if I have a job tomorrow or not, but yeah, I probably should be in bed. Okay, but I have to do this first. Okay, so you see how we see Joslyn's name? She's a little girl, 6-year-old girl in Africa. I believe her name is Joslyn Smith. I didn't do a full read on her because the internet is, crowded with things. I like to do things that not many people have dealt with. Like you saw, I did the Maddie SoDo and Matthew Guerrero that were murdered. What did I do? I do 2 videos on them. I didn't do like, what did the mothers feel? What did the killer feel? What did this one feel? That I couldn't do that. There's loads of people that could do that. But usually, if I'm looking for somebody, actively looking, and they get found, I kind of put that aside. If the bodies were found, like Idaho 4, they were found. But so many people just want to speculate and talk and, change the narrative. And I'm not into that. I put up a body of work. You can go look at my videos. You can disagree. You can agree. You can agree to disagree. But as long as you're respectful, you're welcome to watch my videos. Summer Wells, I have about 35 to 40 videos on her. Suzanne Morphew-Mormon, I probably have the most videos for her. Shanann, I have a lot of videos for her. I started out my YouTube with her because she helped me. So anyhow, this is who resonates with me right now. Joslyn. Still looking for that little girl. Madeline, they found her, unfortunately. I'm going to talk about her. Lori, Paige, they didn't find her yet. Summer, Moon, they didn't find her yet. Michael Joseph Vaughn, they didn't find Monkey yet. Lena Cahill, they didn't find her yet. And Dylan. Okay, and Madeline Kochakori. Okay, can't believe I didn't put her on, but I will. Okay, so, all right. So let me just focus because it's not going to be long. It's already been long. This is what I have that I want to talk about. Oh, sorry. Awkward. Okay. So we have, Lori came to me in my dream last night. That's number 1. So I'm going to talk about that now. Okay, it's just 3 things I want to talk about. So let me just turn around and talk to you. I don't need my glasses for this. I do need my candle so that you guys could see this lady here. And we just asked Jesus to help her find all the missing kids and bring justice to the ones that have already been found. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is the shortest thing. I'm going to start with the shortest. The shortest thing I want to say is I had a dream about Lori Paige, right? The 12-year-old girl that went missing in Tallahassee, Florida. Okay? So, sorry. I just realized it's 1:15. Okay, and if I go to work, I have to get up at 6, take a shower. Then my stepson takes his shower at the same time, and I have no hot water. So, unless I take the shower tonight, but then that wakes me up. But I might have to do that. I might have to do it. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. All right, so my dream, I think it was upon waking up from in the morning. That's when I remember my dreams. And so, she had dreadlocks and she was about 5 foot, about 120 pounds, and I'm 5'2". Okay, so she was face to face with me, and I went to go touch her skin, because I was like, Lori, why are you next to me? Because I did those videos for you. In case you didn't see my videos, not many people did, so please give them some love. Please go watch them. We're just trying to find Lori, okay? That's all. You just have to watch, and if you have any ideas, please put it in the comments. Please give me a like. If you want to share it out, you could share it out. That would really help my channel. Anyhow, she's just looking at me. She didn't look happy, though. She had a stern face. I said, Lori, you're not mad at me, are you, for doing videos for you? Because I thought maybe she got mad at me. So she's like, no. And I said, I reached out to one of your teachers, but I don't know, maybe she didn't like my kind of work, my kind of videos that I did. And she said to me, but you're a teacher too, Katrina. And I said, I know, but some people won't see me as that. They'll just see me as that person from New York, and that maybe I'm mean, and that I'm a psychic, and that scares them. And she says, that's crazy that would scare them. They should be so happy that you're helping. And I said, I know, Lori, but sometimes people think you're a devil if you read tarot cards, or if you try to, light a candle and some smoke, and you just try to tap into the spirits. You're not doing anything wrong. I only deal in good energy from God, energy from Jesus, energy from all the angels. And I said, I know you. Do you know, have you ever seen angels? And she was like, I'm seeing opposite of angels lately. And I said, what? She said, I'm seeing the opposite of angels lately. And I said, be strong and always ask God. I said, do you pray to God? She said, sometimes, but sometimes I feel like he didn't hear me. Or maybe he has too many people to answer and doesn't have time for me. I said, Lori, he always has time for you. He always has time to listen to you, and all the children come first. So if there's somebody my age talking to him, and somebody else is talking to him in mid-age, and then, there's a bunch of children. If there's a bunch of children talking, he will always listen to the children first. My mom told me that, and she was really good at teaching people what the angels and what God says. So my mom would always say, pray to God, because he hears the children first. And I said, so then that means he doesn't listen to you? She said, no, he listens to me, but second. Children come first in his book. So with all the things, and I said, thank you, for coming to visit me and show me your beautiful face. My second visit with Lori Paige. The first one was yesterday when she said, when are you going to do my videos? When are you going to look for me? Start looking for me. And I said, I have the notes for you, Lori. But she was like, yeah, but some are in the car, some are over here. You know, when are you going to do it? So I said, okay. My problem is a lot of people have not watched it. And I don't know why. Because I really tried hard. And she was like, shh. She didn't want me to put myself down. So she said, she took her finger away and she said, whoever needs to see it, God will make sure that your videos get to the right eyes. And I said, that's a nice way of putting it, Lori. Thank you. And then she kind of took 2 fingers and went like that to my skin. And then I took my 2 fingers and I went to go to hers and she said, no. And I said, why? You touched my skin, I touched yours. She said, you don't have any pimples. So remember I told you it came up in the video that she was upset about her skin breaking out in a certain area? Didn't even look that bad. But then she didn't want me to touch it. I said, maybe if I touch it, I'll heal it. I said, it's just because you're nervous and you're traveling around and sweating and not able to get in your shower or bathtub that often. So you keep in all the sweat glands work overtime. And then you can get like a little bit of a bump here, a bump there. You know, you just put on a hot cloth. She goes, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, Katrina. It's not like I'm living in a spa. And she just looked down. And I said, well, you know, I love you. And she said, I know that, Katrina, but she was still looking down. But she lifted her head up sideways and she said, sort of looking over towards me, but not at me. She said, and I love you, Katrina. And thank you. She had very good manners. She also said, thank you for taking up for me and having your friends, the people that your soul sisters. She said, having your soul sisters take up for me too. And I said, you mean like when they do a video or we discuss it, or, you know, the mapping or anything? She said, yeah, anything. Any kind of energy is better than nobody talking about me, where I'm at. And I said, okay, well, listen, how about this deal? How about, Lori, you could come to me anytime you want. Anytime you want, whether you're in the spirit world or the physical world, which I hope if you're in the physical world, we're going to find you soon, before your birthday, before your 13th birthday, okay? So if you could let me know where you're at. I felt that you were still back in Tallahassee, and she didn't really answer me at that. Sometimes they don't answer me if they don't know all the answers, okay? But she knows that she can come to me because this is the second time she's come face to face. Like this time she was so close that she touched my face with 2 fingers. She had these 2 fingers. She didn't have nail polish on. And she went like that. She did have a little bit grimy stuff on her nails. You know, like she needed more time, shower and bath. But she went like that. She said she sometimes has to do yard work. Okay. I said, well, if you could get to a phone, could you please call 911 and say, I am Ellen Paige. I'm a missing girl from Tallahassee, Florida, and I need help. You could call 911 and say that, and you will get help. So be brave, okay, sweetheart? that was her. Always sweet, always brave, always very matter of fact. She would love to get back to her schoolwork. Okay. This is dripping a lot, so must have oil on it. Oh, that one was a disappointment. Okay. All right. You know what? I gotta get going. All right, so next on the list, I'll show you my... Okay, Lori, I told you my visions, my 2 visions with Lori. Now we're going to talk about Maddie SoDo and Jennifer Soto. Maddie and her mother. Okay, what's the question? The question is, did Maddie SoDo tell her mom, Jennifer Soto, about all the abuse? Okay, and then I have something else about her dying that night. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to be real with you. Okay, I might have to get a cup of tea in the middle if I'm not finished. But don't worry, because it's 1:30 already. I took my medicine, but sometimes sleep does not come for me. And the kids are more important to me, so here we go. Did Madeline SoDo tell her mom about the abuse? My intuitive feeling, I'm not using cards. I am only using my third eye. That's pretty strong, but my feeling is originally she told her twice. She tried to talk to her twice, 2 times. Both times her mother got angry with her. And here's the clicker. Here's the clincher. That wasn't even her mother's boyfriend. That wasn't Madeline SoDo's father. It wasn't her stepfather. Every time they call him stepfather, I want to punch them through the TV or through the screen. Because to me, if you didn't get married, you had the father. Did she have a father? I think she did. And she had the prettiest blue eyes. I don't have a picture of her in front of you, but let me try to help you visualize what this 13-year-old girl that just turned 13 looked like. She had sort of a round face, or roundish, squarish face, right? She had beautiful blue eyes. She had kind of like a tan type of skin, very light tan, with these blue eyes. I was going to try to draw her the other day, but there was just so many things coming in. And she's got the longest, silkiest blonde hair. And she's sweet. And yeah, she's in heaven. She's sweet, Madeline SoDo. She doesn't like talking about the incidents. She calls it the incidents. And they happened a lot, Katrina. They happened so much, and it hurt. It hurt my body. It hurt my mind. And I was being left alone with a man that wasn't even considered my mother's boyfriend. Like, he would move out, then come back in, then say, okay, we're just going to be friends. I'm just renting a room. And he would, it didn't matter which position, he would still do things to me and my body. And I would have to go to school the next day and pretend I was just like every other 11-year-old and every other 12-year-old. But when I turned 13, I said, I'm strong enough to say, I'm not doing this anymore. Because I tried telling my mother. And the first time she said, don't be ridiculous. You're just jealous because he likes me more than he likes you. And don't flirt with him. You believe she actually said that? and this is all for entertainment reasons only and allegedly, but it's in my opinion. I heard her say, don't flirt with Stefan, whatever his friggin' name is. And she goes, Mommy, I think she called her Mama. Mama, I wouldn't do that. He comes in my room, you're at work, he hurts me. And I wanted to stop. And she said, don't flirt with him. He's my boyfriend. And Madeline said, that's not what he told me. He told me he wants me to be his girlfriend and he's not going out with you anymore. He hasn't been going out with you. He only lives here because he wants to be close to me. So it was almost like the mother got jealous, allegedly for entertainment reasons. And in my opinion, I could be wrong, okay? But the feeling I'm getting is that who's the baby daughter, right? There's no father figure there except for this J-hole that doesn't even have a job. He just has errands to do. And not only is he with her all night, but he has to drop her off at school, then pick her up at school, and then give her dinner, help her with her homework, tuck her in at night. Yeah. Where is this mother? Oh, she works at Disney. Big deal. Big deal. You let this stupid idiot watch your kid. When you have a mother, Madeline SoDo had a grandmother available. Madeline SoDo's grandmother could have taken care of her, tucked her in every night so she would be safe. She didn't have to live with this nonsense piece of garbage that was in and out of her life. I saw a shadow, so I thought it was Devin, but instead it was a ghost. Okay, I'm not gonna panic. Sort of not gonna panic. Okay. Anyway, sometimes when I do these things, I get ghosts, but I am in the most high light, surrounded by God's love and light, and white effervescent pearls and rhinestones and glitter, white crown chakra, and angels. Angels protect me. God protects me. I remain in the white light of Jesus and Mother Mary. Thank you. There's Archangel Michael. See here? Is he on a necklace? Archangel Michael, where'd you go? 1 second. Archangel Michael. Gotta be here somewhere. I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you're working with angels or light and dark, make sure you have your cross. If you don't believe in crosses, make sure that you have rose quartz on a lot, or something that's obsidian, because that protects you, and also Archangel Michael medallion. Okay, anyhow, let me scratch. It's just my underwears. It's itchy. Okay, I have pants on, so don't worry, perverts. Okay, I'll show you my pants. Hello. Okay, so next question. Did Maddie SoDo's tell her mother, Jennifer Soto, about the abuse? We just discussed that, okay? right after her birthday, something on her birthday night. Okay, so when she was interviewed, and the stupid a-hole boyfriend, when he was interviewed, cops pretty much knew he was guilty, but the mother was not crying, but she was pretending she's crying, but she wasn't crying. Not one tear. She just says, oh, well, maybe somebody could bring her home or find her or something, give us a text. Meanwhile, she kept saying how her daughter would always leave her phone home because she's ADH. Well, a lot of people are ADH. I'm ADD, and I don't forget my phone. And if I do, I turn myself around and go back to the house and get it. Okay? That's bullshit right there. Every 13-year-old is going to have their phone and their earplugs. Okay? Maybe they'll forget the earplugs, but so what? They can always borrow somebody's earplugs and they will go with their phone, right? Especially if within the next 2 days it was going to be her birthday. Okay, so I see a lot of green around her. I'm not sure if she liked green, but I see her a lot of green. And she says yes, right? She just has a big smile, like big eyes and a big smile, right? My eyes are small, like Chinese-ish, but hers are like big circles, and they were blue. And a smile came across her face. Ah, sweetheart, and I'm very sorry. Let me say I'm very sorry to you, because you deserved to be listened to. You deserve to have protection. You deserve to be, your mother should have threw out that man and called the cops on him so that then he wouldn't have been able to abuse you anymore, and he wouldn't have been able to kill you. Okay? So then again, she goes like this. When they do that, that's my signal from spirit that something happened that is hard for them to talk about. So I'm going to just say, sweetheart, is it the thing that you were putting in my head the other day when I was researching your case? Because I research cases and I don't even put the video up. Why? Because I have so many. Okay, so I thought it was important to talk about this one. Well, am I allowed to talk about it? Madeline SoDo, Maddie. She said, just call me Maddie. Maddie SoDo. Am I allowed to talk about it? Now she's hanging her head low. Sweetheart, you don't have anything to be ashamed of. You are a wonderful, beautiful daughter and friend and granddaughter. Niece. Okay, just her niece. And you have nothing to be afraid of or ashamed of. And she said she does feel good in heaven. She's starting to learn how life is fair in heaven. Life is beautiful in heaven. And you deserve that. Yeah, she's showing me her wings. And she said she didn't think she was going to get wings because she was SA'd. And she took on that as her shame. She said the guy was always making her feel like she asked him for it. And even if she just asked him for candy or for food, she was hungry. Often her mother wasn't there, so he was responsible to get her food and everything. He had everything, the money, her bedtime. If she wanted to play on her iPad for an extra hour, he would do some kind of sick deal with her. Okay, yes, and I do feel like he did drug her. But what I feel happened getting later on, when she was going to get ready to have her birthday party, other people were going to be there. There's videos of them singing to her, and she's wearing green. Right now she has her wings, and her wings are a mixture of what's the name of that green that I have in there? Henry green. What's the name of that green? I gotta go there. Let's just go there. Where's the clicker? turn off this TV. Let's do this, guys. Peppermint. Peppermint? Is it called peppermint? Okay. Okay, so you see these wings? These are the white ones. These are purple. Like those purple ones are the ones that Summer Moon has. Just like two different shades of purple. Okay. And then these other fluffy ones are similar to what Harmony has, because Harmony is more, and Harmony's are like pinkish but soft and like furry, almost furry, because she don't want to be cold. She doesn't like being cold. But I just want to show you the color that we have for Savannah's wings. This won't be long, I swear. Because I gotta go to the bathroom. No, I don't have to go to the bathroom. I have to go to bed. It's just called mint. I thought it was called something else. This is coastal water. Okay. You're turning me into a... I'm getting not the right color. Okay, so I think it's closest to this color. Madeline's wings. Mint, but with little tinges of dark. Yeah, little tinges of dark, like Christmas glitter, on wings that look like this color. So if you mix these two colors together, that's what you get. I'm sorry, I had to show you that because they're specific with me. And then one time I never filled you in on Michael Vaughan's colors. Michael Vaughn had blue because he likes blue, so he had blue, but not just that blue. He had a mixture of this blue. So he had a little bit of a light blue, right? And then with this, like a kind of a neon blue, which is really cool. But he didn't want to open them that much though, because he's always doing his flips, back flips. Right, Jesus? Right, Katrina? Jesus, do you always take care of the children when they get to heaven? And even before. I take care of them before they get to heaven as well. But especially in heaven. Okay, and there's one other thing I want to show you in here. Don't look at the mess. This. See this color? Is that the yellow? Yeah. Kind of like that color. It's peppermint. What's the name of that ice cream? Pistachio. I must have ran out of that color. But it's called pistachio. Because I know that Henry, that painting is called Henry. And he's pistachio green. That's the wings that Maddie has. They're pistachio green with a little Christmas glitter. Maybe she liked Christmas. But he has the Christmas glitter here too. But pistachio green. See that? It calmed her down. And then there's a jewel for her. Okay. Maddie just told me she likes that. I'm glad, honey. Let's clear the energy. These are my new angels that I'm working on. Angel cards that I'm working on. See? Metatron is the card of the Archangel that helps protect the children, seeks to help reclaim what is already yours. See, children have been getting things taken away from them besides their life. They've been getting their, if they were sexually abused, you took away their innocence. God can put that back. God could help them. You took away their food, you took away their joy, you took away their building up their self-esteem. God and Archangel Metatron helps to protect the children, to reclaim what is already theirs, to bring back light and peace and joy and happiness. And the colors that they need are white, pink, and green. Okay. Yeah, I was working on these today. You are protected with the divine light of God, and all the archangels protect you 24/7, 365. We have blue and gold. Just ask. Yeah, you have to ask. So what do you have to ask? Make a quick prayer. Please, dear God, send Archangel Michael down to protect me and my family. Or you could put in whoever. Sometimes I just say, send Archangel Michael down to protect, and Metatron down to protect the children that are getting hurt and killed. Protect my car, my home, my body. Okay, protect my job. Whatever it is that you want them to protect. Amen in Jesus' name. Amen in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so that one is for Archangel Michael. And then this one is a creativity one. For mental clarity, guilt takes away, this angel takes away the guilt and the shame that you children go through, and you shouldn't have them. This is Archangel Uriel. Takes away the guilt and the shame from your childhood or your teenage years. It's a problem He's a problem solver. He helps you with the resentment. He does a divine intervention to give you justice, peace, brings a solution. Archangel Uriel helps you to release that past energy, that trauma that you went through. And the colors that he is represented by gold, yellow, or red. Spiritual enlightenment. I just have to write trauma on here because he helps you with any kind of childhood trauma. And now I don't know how to spell trauma, so... the stuff that causes PTSD. But Metatron, I found out today, was the one that always comes to you, the children's, and helps the children. This one is all your angels have your back. We understand you. We love you no end. Look at the rainbow wings. Look at that sweet face. So that's why we all have these angels. Start calling them. Start asking God to release them on you, onto you, and onto your family. Archangel Gabriel, rainbow wings with peacock feathers. I have a peacock painting in here. Ask for what you need. Ask for what you want. Okay, so important to tap into the angels. I'll show you my peacock painting. And so he has something to do with Archangel Gabriel. And that's important. That's actual peacock feather that I integrated from an earring into that. This is called Enchante. It's very good for your heart chakra, forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of others, but also feeling good about yourself. It's always important to feel good about yourself. Okay, guys, thanks for that little detour, but now And I'm very sorry about the mess. See, I'm doing some work on my Lucky Charm. There's always something going on in here. It is not like nothing's going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's cards set up for the future read. This has to go bye-bye. It didn't go bye-bye yet, but it will. Anyhow, I'm going to get back to my couch. Really should make a cup of tea. Let's make a cup of tea, and then I'll finish. I'll finish with my last part. Okay, so when I'm doing tea, I have to do sleepy time tea like this, right? And if something's open, then I'll utilize the open one. I don't like when it has melatonin in it because that gives me nightmares. And your girl already has nightmares. Okay, no joke. All right, this is another brand that's really good. It's called Stress Relief. Yogi. It's called Stress Relief right here. See? It does work. It's a little bit spicy, but it's okay. So I always have, and then I have a bedtime one. Don't really like the caramel taste. Okay. You can get these all on Walmart. Yogi, soothing bedtime. It supports a good night's sleep. Yeah, right. But what I do with this is I take 2 tea bags. Let me get my stand and I'll show you. I'm not finished talking about the kids because I have one more. I have something else to say about Madeline's mother. I think that she came home from that birthday party that her mother did not go to because she went to work. Okay, I get it. People have to go to work, but you know when the kid is born, you can put in to be off on that day ahead of time, and she did not. Okay, so even if you did not do that, then why would you not go into the kid's room and say, hey, tell me everything that happened at the party? She did not do that. Okay? So, she never said, she never said, I said, I love you. She just said, I said goodnight to her. And she seemed really happy. Okay, so did something happen right after that? After everybody was going to sleep? Was she trying to be frisky with her boyfriend? And the boyfriend didn't want any part of it? Was the boyfriend resentful because he had to handle everything? In terms of driving her to this party? Right? Did something happen in the car on the way home? Because she was trying to just go right past her mother and go right into her bedroom. Her mother never came in to the bedroom. So, could be that she was upset about that. Okay? So I just put the water in, and now I have to get the cinnamon. You put a teaspoon of cinnamon. It's going to look gross. It's going to be weird to drink it. But basically, you will fall asleep. And you will wake up with a full cup. And you have to scrub that cup. I just put it in the sink with a little soap and let it soak. Yeah, you take ground cinnamon, take a little spoon. It always falls out all over the place, so might as well do it here on the sink. See? It's good for diabetes. I don't have diabetes, but it's good for like cravings. I do have cravings at night sometimes after I take my medicine. And so that's not good. But the more I was racking my brain Let me just put this in the microwave. The more I was racking my brain, right? I was saying, I don't trust this mother. I'm sorry. God forbid, forgive me if I'm incorrect. But I'm not trusting this mother. I'm hearing Madeline ask her at least 2 times. Now, something happened when she was 10. An incident happened when she was 10. The mother did stick up for her. And there was only a reason why. Because the mother got jealous of the attention that he was giving her, he was giving her daughter attention. Almost like, she's so pretty, she's so this, she's so that. Okay, that's not the scary part of what I envisioned. Another thing I envisioned, and this is allegedly and in my opinion, not based on fact, and I could be incorrect, but I feel when Stefan, or whatever the fuck his name was, or was taping all these videos, he would set up his phone in the bed, and he'd go in and do the R word to this young little girl, an SA, this young little girl, okay? Where's Mama at? Oh, Mama's at work? She's not at work all the time. She's not at work all the time. Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. She is certainly not at work all the time. So, she certainly was home when her daughter finished her 13th birthday party that she never came to, not even for 1 minute. Not even to bring all the presents home, right? That was all Stephen, right? It didn't sound like she had many friends that were hanging out with her, right? And usually you go home with your parents, you know, and your parents, it's a very special time, your birthday. So instead of it being a very special time, she had all kinds of pressure on her. So I believe she comes in, they had some sort of argument beforehand, because she started to talk about how, one of the first videos, she started to talk about how they had an argument, but that was like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, right? And that maybe she got her laptop taken away from her, or her phone taken away from her, right? Because nobody wants that taken away. So then now you can't find that video. Maybe some of you might have seen her say that. The mother's name is Jennifer Soto, right? And she said that her and the daughter did have a fight, that the daughter sometimes was moody. She even had the daughter checked out for autism, and one doctor said that she had it, another doctor said she didn't have it, that she was on the spectrum of it. She had a little bit of it, but she definitely had ADHD. Okay, ADHD does not mean you would leave your phone, because especially a 13-year-old girl in this society, they have to have their phone with them all the time. I even have to have my friggin' phone with me. I have it in my hand almost all the time, checking on YouTube, checking on Facebook, checking on texting with my friends or family, okay? So you can imagine, times that by a lot, by her daughter, who used to play games on hers. So then all of a sudden she comes in with a new interview, and she's not saying, oh, we got along great, we got along. There wasn't any animosity, there wasn't any fighting, right? Okay, so you didn't go to her birthday. So when she comes home from her birthday party, you don't she runs in, teenagers run to their bedroom, right? But she said goodnight. You don't say I love you. You don't say happy birthday. You don't say did you like the present that I got you, or the birthday party I set up for you? Okay? You don't say any of those things. Okay? She just said goodnight. She didn't say I love you. She didn't follow her to her room and say, "Tell me what happened at the party. Who was dancing funny? Who likes who? What boy and girl likes each other? Oh, if you don't want to tell me, that's okay. But show me the things that you got. Sit on her bed, right?" That's what mothers and daughters do. Or the daughter would take all the stuff and go to where the mother was on the couch or in the bedroom and show all his, "Look at mom, look what I got. This is what happened at the party. Yes, see my phone? I was dancing with somebody." Okay? Very important. I think maybe she was dancing with somebody and Stephen or Stefan, the boyfriend, or not boyfriend, got jealous because he's seeing her now. She's growing up, and now she's not just going to be his anymore, because when you grow up you get stronger. She had also said somewhere, I don't know if this is a lie or not, but somewhere in Madeline's book she wrote, "When I'm 13 I'm going to move to the woods." Why would somebody say that? Well, people who are getting abused over and over again for many years. She was being abused for many years. She tried to tell her mother many times, but I get too energetically, and nothing was done. So imagine somebody's hurting your body every night, taking away your innocence and virginity, and you feel it's your fault and you're dirty, because if you were good, then your mother would have saved you, right? That's how little kids feel. That's how teenagers and preteens, and they just feel, "Oh, well, if I was a good kid and I was worth it, then my mom would have stuck up for me and not told me that I was acting like a trampish or a slut, or trying to seduce him," which I don't even know what that word means. That's what she told me. "Katrina, I don't even know what that word means." And I said, "You don't have to know what that word means, because you didn't do anything wrong. You were just trying to survive. And it was the people in your life that were bad. That and then she's saying, mothers shouldn't hurt their kids." And you're absolutely right. Mothers should help their kids. Mothers should believe their kids, right? Mothers should believe their kids, right? You deserve the best. You deserve all these roses all around you. Protection and love. Okay. So, I believe Madeline walks in from the party, and who's right behind her? Right? Stefan, whatever the frig his name is. And I don't give him the position of stepdad, stepfather, because no, you guys didn't get married, and you were more off out of the relationship than on the relationship. Matter of fact, Stefan had a friend, and he told his friend, "Oh yeah, I don't like that woman anymore. I like younger women, if you know what I mean." And the friend said, "Why are you still living there?" Well, he went from living in his mother and father's basement, and he always had extra money to buy pot and drugs, because his parents used to allow him to not pay any bills. And so he would always have extra money, even though he didn't have a job, to get drugs or do whatever he wanted. So he went from living in that parents' basement with no job to living with Madeline and her mother Jennifer. But then after they weren't getting along, Jennifer and Stefan, Madeline's mother Jennifer still allowed him to live there in a separate room. And he's the babysitter. So could you imagine what Madeline's life was like every night when the mother was working? And let me tell you something, even when the mother wasn't working, because I see it happening. And here's the other thing that will be controversial. I feel I could see Stefan setting up the clock, setting up his phone on a dresser. And she sees it and she's scared and she puts the covers over her head. That's not going to save her. And he says things to her like, come on, I'll give you money. Come on, I'll give you more time on your iPad. Come on, I'll drive you to your friend's house. I'll let you go over your other friend's house. All kinds of deals, right? And at first, a candy food. She used to be hungry. And the mother was away at work. And so the dinners she didn't really like. And he would use food as something that she can get if she just kept her mouth shut and let him do whatever he wanted. And she said, Katrina, it didn't feel right. And he hurt me a lot of times. And I was really scared of him because he always said he would kill me and my mom. She goes, I guess he was telling the truth because he killed me. But she said the bad thing about it is my mom was right there in the room. And she didn't say, don't do that. So she helped him, didn't she? Did she help him? She wasn't. They should check her records at work. She didn't get to work at the time she was supposed to get to work. She did go to work, but there was enough time for her to help celebrate the birthday with her, right? She could have caught the tail end of the birthday party and met up over there, but she didn't. And then she could have taken her daughter to school herself, just in the car alone with her daughter. But nope, she would always have him around. So something was said, and I cut to like a flash of, oh no, what are we going to do now? And Madeline says, I told you, Mommy. I told you this is what he was doing. It's not my fault. I told you, but you didn't believe me. And somebody gets a smack. And I think the smack is too hard, like a blunt trauma. Bump into the wall. I think it happened in the house. Almost everything happened in that house. So after that, they're like jumping around. What should we do? What should we do? Madeline's mother, Jennifer. What should we do? What are we going to do? And I'm not sure who gave the worst blow, but I think Stephen strangled her. And I think the mother used to watch those videos. Didn't do anything about it. She used to watch them, meaning that she could be sick in her mind, allegedly. Okay? I could be wrong. But I see a whole scene where she knew he was going to take her to the bus stop, to the bus, to the school. And the reason why she kept saying we is because she did it too. They both did it. They both helped to get rid of her. But then she didn't see where he put her. But the whole thing with the car, and let's make her look like she's sitting up. You're going to do the same route just in case. Okay? It was horrible. You're okay, babies. You're okay. But they get really upset when it's raining. But I can't bring them in every time because when I go to when I go to New York and Ireland, I'm not going to be here. And my husband never brings them in the middle of the night because he's sleeping like normal people. It's okay, baby. This tastes good, but it's hot. So, okay, so I think I'm finished. I think there should be another arrest, at least for child neglect. They can get her on child neglect, but I think when they look into it, if they're really going to be good with looking into it and get justice for Madeline SoDo, they're gonna find out that she watched those movies too, because he had been doing it since age 11, 12, 13. Okay? That's a long time. All those years. That's a long time. That girl is a baby girl, and she left her in the care. She has a mother. She could have left her child with her mother. She didn't. Okay? Why? Because in her head, she knows he's not interested in me. He's interested in my daughter. But in order to keep him as my boyfriend, I gotta let him be near my daughter. See the sickness? Okay. So allegedly. All right. So the last person I want to talk about, this is way too long, is Joslyn Smith. Now, Joslyn Smith, I don't know that much about. I tapped in a little bit the other day. Be right, birthday night. Okay. And I talked enough about that one. Okay, so Joslyn Smith was a 6-year-old girl. And she lived in a shack with her mother, who was hooked on drugs, basically, and the mother's boyfriend. You see the theme going on in the world? In Africa. So Joslyn was 6 years old, and she had kind of like light brown hair to blonde, just like her mom, and big blue eyes. But she was, like her skin was light skin African American. So I don't know what she was a mix of to get the blue eyes. But they were gorgeous and beautiful light hair. Okay, I just gotta let my dogs in because they're not gonna allow me to. You'll see. What's the matter? All right, easy. Oh my God. Okay, if you're gonna sit here, you're gonna rest, okay? God bless you. Easy. Okay, watch TV? You wanna watch TV? Okay, all right. What, excuse me, sir? No, that's not what we do. Sorry, they are a hot mess. They're not gonna. Just want to look at my notes for a second. I don't think I wrote anything down. 6 arrests, corrupt police. Okay, so basically what I have to say about Joslyn Smith. And if you want me to do any more readings with the cards, just tell me in the comments, okay? And I will tap into, because I'm going on spring break, so I'll have more time to do those kind of reads, and then I also have to do Pisces. But anyhow, if you want me to go in further on any of them, even on Lori, on Summer, on Michael, on Madeline or Madeline's mother, just let me know, okay? Okay. Sit still, boys, sit still. Okay, go to sleep, okay? Good boys, I love you. So, okay, sorry. Yeah, it's mostly Casper. He's so scared of the noise. But it's, thunder and lightning. So anyhow, with Joslyn Smith, I see her mother leaving her with this man. And the man is a boyfriend. But they are both into drugs, right? And there's like a whole bunch of laundry all around. It's just like a shack. It's a literal shack that they live in. Okay, very poor. But the mother does have a job. And so the little girl that day supposedly didn't feel well, but I didn't believe that intuitively, because when you do an intuitive read, you don't even need a card. You don't need a card. You just got to concentrate, and you have meditation music on. Well, at least I do. And I just sit there and I say questions in my head and I write their name down. Joslyn Smith, Joslyn Smith, Joslyn Smith. What do you need to tell me? Are you in this world or in the spirit world? And with her, unfortunately, I felt she was in the spirit world. The facts are that they do feel that she was trafficked, sold, and trafficked for $20,000. And that supposedly the mother, allegedly, might still have the $20,000. But don't worry, because the mother and the boyfriend and 2 other people were arrested. The mother still knows where that $20,000 is. And the mother said that she had been sober just for a week after this happened. So nobody's saying where they think she is, where they think 6-year-old Joslyn is. But there are facts that they think she was trafficked. So they need to still look for her. Now, I see her still in that area, but I was seeing a metal, almost like what you keep a horse in, but maybe people could stay in it, a metal shed type of place. But it looked like it was on wheels that maybe you'd put a horse or a donkey on. Okay, anyhow, I felt like that was a hot area, that she was either in there, underneath something. I felt she was inside somewhere, not outside, because I said, do you see the moon or the sun? She said, no. No, Katrina. So that usually means you're inside of something, okay, because you can't see the moon or the sun. So I saw that, and I also saw, like, when this reporter was reporting, she was on this land, and there was nothing there except a vast land, looked like a desert land. Like the dirt on the ground was actually yellowish, and I felt very hot on that. I was like, not that particular field the reporter is on, but where they will find her inside this metal like and it wasn't a hut, it was like a metal container that you might put a animal in. She was somehow in there. Can I help you, sir? Can I help you, sir? Okay, go lay down. Lay down. Okay, you gotta lay down. See, what happens is I got up and I already took my sleep medicine, so instead of sleeping, I woke up and I started doing this, and it wakes my brain up, so my brain will not let me sleep. And if I have to go to work tomorrow, I'll be all right. You know, I have this sleep problem forever. But I know you might say, well, why didn't you just go to sleep and do this video tomorrow? Because my brain will think about this until I do it. So at least I know it's an hour and 13 minutes. It shouldn't be this long, but we had to get the dogs in. We had to make tea. We had to burn candles. We had to read the candles. We had to do Palo Santo. Okay, so with Joslyn Smith, I felt she was in the spirit world, but I felt thankful to God that she was in the spirit world, because she had such a tumultuous, sad, and she always smiled. She always had a smile on her face to cheer everybody else up. And she loves her mother. But I'm sorry to say, her mother was the worst to her. And I feel she's in this field, but inside some sort of container that is metal. Okay, like whether it's her remains or it's something to do with her. Yeah, they were going to sell her. They exchanged money for her. And the way it happened was the mother acted as if I'm going to work. My daughter's sick. She's got to stay home with this man, my boyfriend. And then the boyfriend said that he either went out for a walk or fell asleep in the hut. And when last time he saw her was 2:00. And then when he woke up, she was gone. Okay, so the whole thing is sketchy. But for some reason, I don't feel like the boyfriend did it. I feel like it was somebody else. 2 people came, at least 2 people came, 1 female, 1 male, maybe 2 males and 1 female. And they came to pick her up. Somebody told her to go outside, step outside for air or candy or something. And the people that picked her up said, "Oh, we're going to bring you to your mom's job." And that's why she went willingly. And then she realized they weren't taking her to the job. She started crying. She started screaming that somebody got rough with her. And they, wanted to use her for one thing. But then when she started screaming, they knew they couldn't control her. And this is allegedly. This is just off my intuitive vision. But I think they will find her soon. And I think they will find her under, it looks like a deserty type of sandy land, and it's all flat, and often you'll see some drug addicts or people that buy drugs or have drugs come over there, because it's nobody ever, nobody checks over there really. And there'll be some kind of metal shed or a trailer that you put a horse in or a donkey in. That's just like sitting there. Nobody would think about it. Some kind of clue will be in there. I hope that helps. Justice for Joslyn. Justice for Lori Paige. Justice for Michael. Justice for Joslyn, justice for Madeline, justice for Lori, justice for Summer, justice for Michael, justice for Lena, justice for Dylan, justice for Madeline Kokchakari, MC, on the bottom. Okay. Those 2 meatballs gotta go to bed. So they're just gonna jump back and forth. You're gonna burn your nose? You wanna burn your nose? I don't think you wanna burn your nose. What the? So, namaste everybody. I hope this helped a little bit. I just wanted to combine a couple of cases and let you know what my feelings were, what I was seeing, and what visions I see, with Lori Paige being this close to my face, almost as close as Snoopy, right here. And then I go to reach out, she goes to reach out, and it was just a nice moment. But she's definitely worried about something with her skin, because she wanted me to know that I didn't have pimples, but she did. I said, "You're still beautiful. You're still beautiful." But I still felt like she's in the physical world. I didn't feel like she was over yet. Easy. Okay, I gotta go, guys, because these 2 meatballs, they will never rest. And therefore, I can't rest. Anyway, I hope it helps. Please give me a comment. Let me know if you agree with me or any of it resonated with you, or you have similar thoughts, or you're the opposite thoughts, and you think, Katrina, you're nuts, okay? That's all right too, if you want to say that. I've been told that before, okay? But I'm secure in myself and in my vision and my conversations with spirit, and I know what I get. I know what's real and what is maybe kind of imagination. I saw a lot of things to do with wings. Michael trying to show me his wings, because my last video was about Audrey and Harmony and Summer coming to pick up Audrey, and Michael was there doing flips in Texas. And I talked about everybody's wings except for Michael's. And so you think he's going to let that go? No, he wanted me to show you exactly. They were light blue with a mixture of a neon blue. They're really two nice blues. Kind of like this. Is this blue? Or is this green? No, that's green. Okay. Yeah, it was a beautiful color blue. So anyhow, I have to go. I love you all. Please put a comment in. Please give me a like and share my videos. I was really hurt the other day because I worked for about 6 hours straight on those videos yesterday, and at the end of the day, and even into today, some of them aren't even 100. One of them was only 60 views. Another one was 110. That was the highest. And I was like, oh my gosh, I worked my butt off. I did 6 different kinds of cards. I did the dowsing rods, which makes you exhausted, okay? But I did it. I do it for the missing children, okay? Don't take a dime. I just ask you to please give me a comment, give me a share, a like. That's all, because I want to get these kids out there. I want to get the information about what they're telling me out there, okay? Because maybe it'll help somebody, okay? I love you. Namaste. Pray for the children, please. Say goodnight, babies. Can you say goodnight? No?